for the other game to get to. It is Ohio State, and they are taking on Maryland. This offense has been struggling, Jim. It's certainly not the offense from last year, about 10 points a game less. But when you look at their upcoming games, do you feel a little lighter about the burden they're carrying?
Yeah, I factor in, obviously, you see, Penn State at Rutgers, Minnesota at Illinois. All those teams are failing in one aspect or another when you look at their upcoming schedule. And I go back to Urban Meyer. What has he always relied on? It's the power run game. Ezekiel Elliott right now is leading the Big Ten in rushing yardage. So, rely on the bell cow when it matters the most. He's got 10 consecutive games of 100-yard games. And then, you can work out all the other issues with the turnovers and all the problems that Ohio State is having currently.
Jim, that is a great point. And quite frankly, I'm surprised that everybody is overreacting to this Ohio State defense. If you think back to last year, Mike, you're right, it's 10 points more, but offensively, they're still about the same way they were when Cardale Jones took over in that late run. Ezekiel Elliott running for great yardage and Cardale being efficient enough for them to win games. Here's the significant difference. They're turning the ball over at an alarming rate. They're ranked 108th nationally in turnover margin, -4. That's not good enough. As long as they begin to protect the football, you'll see their point total going up. And it's just not about the quarterback. You see right there, Jalen Marshall gave up 2 of them last week. The week before, Ezekiel Elliott laid it on the ground. If they just protect the football, this offense would be just fine with Cardale Jones. His numbers, they weren't outstanding, but they were solid. 18 for 27, 245 yards, a touchdown and interception. If you look back to his numbers last year in a national championship run, it's just like he did a year ago.